The deadline in this sector for voluntary presentation at the experimental center is 6 o'clock.
You're supposed to be an artist. Use your imagination.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm all out.
What's happening, everybody? Shelton J. Think About It Radio. Another day, another show, another dollar, another dog, another dollar. It's all that good stuff. Let's go, baby. Another day. All I'm saying, it's another day. I got a very special guest with me tonight, this evening, this morning, today. Miss Samquecia Williams. This young lady right here, she has a transition housing that she does, right? That she's working on. And she has a very interesting story. And I want to have her on the show and share her message with the people. And Miss Williams, how are you doing today, ma'am? And I will let you do the introduction of everything you're doing. I'm just going to bring you in. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, and yourself?
I'm all right. If I can get out what I'm saying, because I'm talking so fast and moving and grooving with my mind, my mouth don't seem to keep up. But I'm all right.
That's good. Well, my name is Samquecia Williams. You know, I have an upcoming transitional home I am trying to start at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the transitional home, I guess I'll give you a little bit about that. The name of my home will be No One Left Behind. The reason I chose that home is because I have attended multiple shelters and been able to sit down, talk to a few homeless people, and just been able to get a general overview that a lot of people are really being turned around from trying to get housing assistance or even just overnight stay. I have saw people get turned around from having a cellular device, having nails, and I just recently saw one person get turned around for having a designer bag. Now, a designer bag. See, what y'all don't understand is the whole purpose is to help, not to judge. So, my point is, if someone is putting their pride to the side just to help, to ask for help, I feel like we should be there. We should be able to help without judging, because at the end of the day, no one has been homeless for their whole life. So they might have those items or material or any of those little stupid reasons just for them being turned around. They might have been able to afford that at one point in time in their life. We don't really know their story until we actually sit down and just talk to them and get to know them myself. So at this time, I am, of course, trying to open a transitional home. That's the reason I wanted it to be No One Left Behind, because I'm not here to judge. I am here to sit down, try to speak with everyone, understand their story, and give them another chance at life. So, yes, that's what I'm trying to do.
Could you tell the people how old you are?
I'm 25 years old.
Okay. At 25 years old, what made you have that desire and that passion that you have for caring and giving back, especially about the homeless people, because oftentimes they get forgotten and really overlooked?
Yes. I would say my lifestyle. I grew up in a little rocky lifestyle. It done been times mother was not able to feed us or not able to clothe us, or she did what she could do.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
how I would put that. She did what she could do. I grew up in somewhat childhood, a little abusive when it comes to parents and so much more.
Yes, ma'am.
I would say my lifestyle, I got so tired of being angry at the world and feeling like someone owed me something that I was just determined to change it. I got so tired of people telling me what I'm going to be, who I'm going to be, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. Everyone had something negative back then to say about me. And I wanted to take the negative and turn it into a positive. because I know who I can be, what I can be, what I can do. So my lifestyle would actually be the reason I am going about it this way. I want to take a negative situation and turn it to a positive, because you could be anything you want to be, no matter the age, no matter nothing. So I just decided to tell everybody else that you were wrong about me. You were wrong about me, and not just you were wrong about me. I was also wrong about myself, because I started taking heed to what other people told me that I couldn't do or that I needed to do, or I started taking heed, and it made me become angry.
Yeah.
It made me become angry and bitter, and I felt like the whole world was out to get me. But I just have to say, if it wasn't for Sarah Smock and Kanisha McEwen, those were my principal and my counselor at high school. They really, really changed my life in the way I view things.
That's what's up. Shout out to you ladies for planting the seed. And sometimes, you know what, about planting a seed and putting that information, I guarantee they didn't know that those lessons that they put into you would still be effective right now. You know, because sometimes I'm sure when sharing information and stuff, sometimes it falls on people that's receptive, and sometimes, it falls on people that can care less about it. So I'm pretty sure you shouting them out makes them really proud of what they, what they were able to produce by just planting that seed and taking their time to sit and talk to you and invest some time into you.
They did. They did more than their job description and help them to do. So I really, really, really appreciate everything they did do.
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
I really did.
Because that's time. That time thing is something. We had a show on that earlier this week in reference to time and how you can't get it back and what you need to do with this time. In 24 hours in a day, we spend so many many hours sleeping. Those time that we're awake. What are we doing with that time? And that's commendable for you to spend that time to be able to take those experiences and as you say, flip them and make something positive and productive rather than sitting and making excuses for the way your life is or even the way life has been given to you, with negativity, because no one chooses negativity on purpose. But you were able to make sugar, sugar from shit, as they say. So that's a beautiful thing. And I really appreciate, you're able to share this story and taking the time to do that, because at 25 years old, there's a lot of people at that age and they're still trying to figure it out, still trying to, get that light bulb moment, if you will. And so for you to have that, that's very, very commendable.
Yes, it is. It's good. It really is. It takes time, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, but
now, who is? Well, who is? I mean, we're all, I think we're all out here trying, and I firmly believe, this is just my belief. I believe that God, the Creator, blesses are trying. I really do. I really do believe that, because if you're putting forth an effort to do anything, whatever that result is going to come, right? If you do enough push-ups, then you're going to get some muscles, right? If you eat enough fast food, you're going to probably get overweight. So anything you put that effort into, you're going to get from it what you're going to get. And by you doing that, you're seeing the efforts of it, even with the transition housing that you're in the process of doing. But because you're pointing yourself in that direction, it's definitely going to happen because it's coming from a good place.
Yes. It is, and it's crazy. It's really crazy. Like I say, I'm young, trying to do a lot. It's hard, but I'm not going to stop. Nothing's supposed to come easy to me. So I just keep it pushing. I have a good support system when it comes to my grandmother, Belinda, and my father. They drill me with the word on a daily basis. I love them, but it's hard, but it's worth it. It's really worth it. I prefer to be doing something productive and helping change someone else's life. I will help 1 million people just to change one life.
Yes, ma'am.
Right now, it's hard, like I said, but it's worth it. Right now, I'm just trying new ways to, come up with everything to get where I want to see myself within the next 2-3 years.
Yes,
Right
ma'am.
now, I am a foster mom at 25. So, there's another way to impact someone's life.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Congratulations for taking the
kids in
time to
the
do that.
system. Yes, it's a lot of kids in the system that need help. So I thank the Lord that I was able to even do that, and still is doing that right now. I also come down to get your taxes done by me. I work for Rich's Tax Service.
Shout out.
You find me on Facebook, Samquecia Williams. We'll make sure you give you a good refund. And
ma'am.
I'm just saying, all I have to say is really just put your mind to what you got to do and aim for what you want in life. No one can tell you what you can and can't do. Prove that person wrong and show yourself right.
I like that. Say that again to the
Yes.
people that's listening. Focus. Focus, people.
Yes,
You
just
can do it.
focus.
You can do it. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, though. Like I said, to have these kind of conversations and be able to hear the maturity and the appreciation for life in your voice. Because see, you can be down, you can be out, you can be just so beat down, you can be just so negative about everything. And from your conversation, you say you have, but you decided that way of thinking wasn't productive. And at 25 years old, there's a lot of people that's even older than you that have not established that, and so that kind of limits their living. It limits their life. It limits their joy because you can spend those hours awake rather than grumbling and complaining and do something about it.
Correct.
And I like how you're able to give that story. And then when you talk to the homeless people and things of that nature, you're able to give them that hope, and that passion. Okay, yeah, your situation looks like this, but it don't have to end this way.
Yes, and a lot of people could do it, just quick passing judgment. A lot of these people out here on the streets are not just homeless because they're on drugs or they're on alcohol or something. You got to think about it. A lot of people can't even afford this lifestyle.
Yes,
Let's
ma'am.
be honest.
Yes,
a lot
ma'am.
of people can't afford this lifestyle. You have people living on Social Security disability. I have truly fed these people, sat down and talked with these people. They get a check. They receive a check. But they live under the bridge because they can't afford an apartment paying $600 a month. Then you have to pay rent. Then you can't get what housing or something because of your background or whatever. Everyone make a mistake, but it's not about the second chance and what you do with that chance.
Yes, ma'am.
You cannot tell everyone down from the mistakes that they made. It's not right. It's not right. Think about yourself. Put yourself in their shoes. Would you want the second chance? You never know.
You're right. You never know. You never know when that opportunity is going to come to where you're going to need somebody. And by the same level of that, you put someone down or help someone or cared about someone, well, expect that same level. But now if you plant negativity or just downtrodden and getting passed by, then that's probably what's going to happen on your end too. It's funny sometimes, though, even when you get on hard times and stuff like that, though, the people that know you won't be the ones that help you. Oftentimes it'll be
That's
strangers.
True.
That will see your situation.
True.
That's
very
very
true.
And I don't know, is it because maybe, and I've thought about this, maybe it's because that you've needed them so much and they just tired of giving. And they've given you advice, they've given you love, they've given you shelter, they've given you patience, and now you just won't try. And so to them, maybe they're just like, you know what, there's no more I can do. And so maybe my way of helping them learn is not giving anymore. Maybe that's it.
But once they start helping themselves, to be honest, you'll get to seeing that. And guess what? Those people that's tired of giving will come back around and give more because they see you helping yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
They done everything for you. They done held your hand. They done walked you through the process. It's time for us to stop letting go a lot of people's hands and let them feel the process and let them go through the process and help themselves. When someone stops and just want to help themselves, that's when you need to come around because they are asking for help. They're not asking verbally, but their actions are speaking more than anything you have told them to do or showed them how to do. They basically had maybe what a lot of people call their wake-up call. It's time for them to sit down and think about it because I have been helped most of the time back then, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't understand it. I was young. I was 17, 18, 19. I didn't understand the help I had. But once I sat down and looked, just